All right, Hotep family, this is Michael Imhotep, host of the Michael Imhotep Show and founder of the African History Network. Wanted to let you know to tune in to the Michael Imhotep Show tonight, Monday, October 5th, 2015, okay? 10 p.m. to 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. On tonight's show, we're going to be joined by Jim Clingman. Jim Clingman is a co-founder of 1 Million Conscious Black Voters and Contributors. 1 Million Conscious Black Voters and Contributors. You know, we've had Amafika Geuka, another co-founder, as well as Marcus Jackson on the show before. And their national planning conference is coming up Friday, October 16th and Saturday, October 17th, 2015 in Philadelphia. Visit their website, iamoneofthemillion.com, iamoneofthemillion.com for more information. But their organization is actually implementing the political ideology that Dr. Claude Anderson has been talking about for the last 20 years or so. Okay, so we're going to have Jim Clingman on tonight to talk about some more about their organization and their upcoming conference. If you go to their website, I am the word one, O-N-E, I am one of the million.com. They have a 15 plank platform. Okay, their platform has 15 points, and I've gone over it before on my show. You can go back, listen to the archive episodes. The episode we did a couple months ago dealing with where is our political agenda or something like that. Where's our political agenda? I broke it down there. Okay, but they have a really good 15-point platform, everything with from coming out of all political parties, which is something Dr. Claude Anderson has been talking about for years. You need to come out of all of the political parties, Democrat, Republican, Green Party, Independent, come out of all those political parties. Student loan debt forgiveness, misconduct insurance for all law enforcement, reparations, that would include enforcing the Black Freedmen Indian Treaty of 1866, etc. So we're going to talk to Jim Clingman tonight. And then also we'll be joined by Nkose Cheeks of the Wellness Advocates of Detroit, the Wellness Advocates of Detroit. And they're going to talk about the upcoming wellness conference for men and women, which is coming up this weekend, Sunday, October 11th. Okay, Sunday, October 11th at the Detroit Yacht Club at Belle Isle Park, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And tickets are $25 for individuals, $40 for couples. Lunch is included. Vendors are welcome. For more information, call 313-891-8454. 313-891-8454 for further details. Ask for Mr. Cheeks when you call in. Here's a picture of the flyer. I don't know if you can see this. This is on Facebook also, okay? It's a reflection, can't really see this. But here's a picture of the flyer, okay? And their conferences for men and women. They're going to deal with lifestyle changes, how lifestyle change is essential to the mind, body, and spirit integration, understanding cleansing and disease prevention. What is food and what do you use for food and nutrition? Unraveling the mystery to disease. What does a healthy meal look like? Very important. What does a healthy meal look like? Change is impossible without commitment. Change is impossible without commitment. Okay, so this is taking place Sunday, October 11th, 2015 at the Detroit Yacht Club. But we're having Nkose Cheeks on tonight from the Wellness Advocates of Detroit to give us more information. All right, also, we're going to talk about a story here out of Alabama, okay, out of Alabama. In 2011, Alabama instituted their voter ID laws, and now they are announcing that they're going to close 31 satellite Department of Motor Vehicle offices where people go to get driver's licenses and state IDs. They're going to close those, leaving 24 counties without a place to get driver's licenses, which is the government issued identification used by the majority of voters. Okay, so we're going to talk about that because a lot of people are saying this is racially motivated. It's found that um, every single county where African American people account for more than 75% of registered voters will no longer have a driver's license office in their county. Okay, so this is a Republican initiative. We're going to talk about this tonight also. And then, I think it was last Friday, we talked about Whole Foods and how Whole Foods announced that they're no longer going to sell products produced by prison labor. Well, we have a update to that, another article that goes more in depth. AtlantaBlackStar.com has a good article about this as well. But there are two products, and they have a partnership with a division of the Colorado Department of Corrections, Colorado Department of Corrections. And they produce goat cheese and tilapia. Okay, goat cheese and tilapia. We're going to talk about this story, and there are hundreds of other businesses who continue to profit from products made by prisoners. So we're going to talk about that some as well. Okay, because we need to look at what caused them to come to this conclusion. What caused Whole Foods to come to this conclusion? Okay, and that same methodology, or at least one of those tactics, needs to be utilized when we deal with these other companies. We're going to let you know who some of these other companies are tonight as well. And then when we'll deal with this date in African American history also. And yesterday on our Facebook fan page, The African History Network, The African History Network, be sure to check out our Facebook fan page, The African History Network. We post articles throughout the day. We have 540,000 followers on our Facebook fan page, The African History Network. We shared a story from blackden.com about Sam Holes, who was lynched and murdered and burned alive in 1899, African American man named Sam Holes. Now, if you saw Hidden Colors 3, The Rules of Racism. Hidden Colors 3, The Rules of Racism. Okay. And I'm looking at two cameras here because we're broadcasting this on Periscope also. So you're going to see me looking back and forth. Okay. We're putting this on YouTube and our YouTube channel. You can go to our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. Click on the YouTube banner towards the top of the page. Takes you to our YouTube channel, MJ Rob 1914. But I'm recording this for Periscope. We're broadcasting live on Periscope right now. So shout out to everybody watching on Periscope as well. And shout out to everybody on YouTube. And we'll put this on our Facebook fan page as well. And I'm trying to send out an email newsletter tonight also. Sign up for our email newsletter. Text the word Kemet, K-E-M-E-T. Text the word Kemet, K-E-M-E-T, to 22828 to sign up for our email newsletter. Also go to our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com, and click on newsletter at the top of the page. All right, so in Hidden Colors 3, The Rules of Racism, they talk about Sam Holes and how Dr. W.B. Du Bois was walking down the street and he saw the knuckles of Sam Holes inside the window of a store, and they were being sold. Because his body parts were cut off, Europeans, white people, took them for souvenirs, and some sold his body parts as well. So we're going to deal with the story of Sam Holes as well. And then we're going to try and get into the story. Hopefully we'll be able to get to it tonight. A Texas mother in Houston, Texas, did a Facebook post, a social media post about her son's textbook and revisionist history in her son's textbook, okay? Because they refer in the textbook, they referred to African slaves during the transatlantic slave trade as workers. And in the textbook, it said that the Atlantic slave trade between the 1500s and 1800s brought millions of workers from Africa to the southern United States to work on agricultural plantations. Okay, They are referring to African people, referring to African slaves who were taken away from their land against their will, brought to another country, forced to work for the most part for no pay, work against their will. They're being referred in this textbook from McGraw-Hill, okay, when the largest textbook publication, one of the largest textbook publishers in the country, they're being these our African ancestors are being referred to as workers, okay, as opposed to stating the fact that they were forced to work and they were enslaved. Okay, so this is revisionist history. We're gonna I posted, actually, I first found out about this from blacktimetravel.com. Blacktimetravel.com. We posted this on our Facebook fan page last week, sometime early last week. That's when I first found out about this. This was before any of these other white entities came along. Keep this in mind. It's good that they're covering this. HuffingtonPost.com covered it. Okay, the Washington Post covered it. The sister, her name is Ronnie. We've been talking back and forth on Facebook because I want to get her on my show. But African American media got this out first. It's important for us to understand this. This is why African American media is so important. Okay, but it was African American media that led the way with this story. All right, and we're going to talk about this some tonight and what this sister did. This needs to take place across the country also. Okay, this definitely needs to take place across the country. I talk about how what you do for yourself, what you do to yourself, and what you allow other people to do to you is based upon what you think about yourself. What you think about yourself is based upon what you have been taught about yourself. What you have been taught about yourself is based upon everything you've read, heard, and seen about yourself. So when you control the radius of a man's thoughts, you can control the circumference of his actions because the mind can't do or teach what it doesn't know. Now, Malcolm X said that the media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent, and that's power because they control the minds of the masses. Okay? The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent, and that's power because they control the minds of the masses. And what they're trying to do with this revisionist history is make it seem like slavery wasn't so bad. These were just workers who came here and worked, and they got free room and board, and they were fed food, and they danced for the master, and they got along with the masters for the most part. This is what they're trying to do with revisionist history. Okay, so we can't let this happen. This is why I'm a big advocate of homeschooling also. I'm at the Liberated Minds Black Homeschooling Education Expo each year, the third weekend in July. I'm one of the presenters there at the conference. Visit their website, liberatedmindsexpo.com, liberatedmindsexpo.com. All right, so be sure to listen to the Michael Imhotep show tonight, Monday, October 5th, 2015. We're on Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. to 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time on the Empowerment Radio Network. The Empowerment Radio Network. Our shows are podcasted as well. So visit our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. At the top of the page, click on Radio Shows, and there's a link there to listen to the podcast of the Michael Imhotep Show. Call-in number for the show, 888-669-2281. 888-669-2281. So you can call in if you have questions or comments tonight. Definitely want to hear from you. You can post on our Facebook fan page also. We'll post the information for tonight's show, and on that thread, you can post your comments also. But the call-in number is 888-669-2281. 888-669-2281 is the call-in number. I want to remind you that coming up this Friday, October 9th, I'll be in Washington, D.C. I'll be in Washington, D.C. this weekend. We know that the 1010 Justice or Else is Saturday, but on Friday evening at Howard University's Business School, I'm the moderator of the Black Wealth Matters Forum, organized by Dr. Boyce Watkins, Ryan Mack, and myself. Dr. Boyce Watkins, founded YourBlackWorld.net. Your Black World Films. You see him sometimes on CNN arguing with Don Lemon over the Empire TV show, and he's a commentator on CNN, sometimes on Anderson Cooper's show. We're going to be at Howard University Friday, October 9th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Howard University's Business School, okay? And this is a free event. The racial wealth gap is one of the most significant challenges we are facing in the 21st century. The annihilation of African American institutions has not only led to persistent and skyrocketing African American unemployment, it has also left our community feeling powerless, frustrated, and looking for solutions. In other words, hashtag Black Wealth Matters. Black Wealth Matters. If you're going to be in Washington, D.C. on the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March, we will be there a day earlier with African American wealth expert Ryan Mack, myself, Michael Imhotep, founder of the African History Network, host of the Michael Imhotep Show, and also Dr. Boyce Watkins and the panel of experts. Okay, we have this flyer on our Facebook fan page, the African History Network. Also, I created the event page, Facebook event page. Just type in Black Wealth Matters, and you'll see the flyer there. You see the picture, it says Black Wall Street, but type in Black Wealth Matters, and it should come up, okay? The actual link, okay? Yeah, if you do Black Wealth Matters, it'll come up, all right? And it's the one from the African History Network. You'll see it's created by the African History Network. So we'll have a panel of experts there, and to talk about the critical nature of wealth and institution building in the African American community. We'll talk about economic empowerment, entrepreneurship. We'll deal with some history also. Okay, so now you have to RSVP for this. I think there may still be space available to RSVP. If you go to on our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com, we have all this information there also. If you click on events at the top of the page, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com, click on events at the top of the page. All the information is there, and the link to RSVP also. Okay, so check that out. You have to do the limited seating. You have to RSVP. There may be some slots still available, but you definitely want to be there. Okay, all right. So look, I have to get out of here, get ready for tonight's show. 10 p.m. to 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time, the Michael Imhotep Show on the Empowerment Radio Network. To listen to the show, you can download the TuneIn Radio app to your Android phone, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, your tablet. Search for Empowerment Radio Network, or go to TuneIn.com, and search for Empowerment Radio Network on TuneIn.com. Also visit our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. We have the information on the home page of the website, and at the top of the page, you click on radio shows. There's the link there, information on how to listen to the show and how to listen to the podcast of the show as well. Follow us on our Blog Talk page, blogtalkradio.com/The African History Network Show. blogtalkradio.com/The African History Network Show. Click on the follow button on the page, and you can follow us, get updates about shows, podcasts, things like this. And remember, all of my DVD presentations are available on my website as well, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. I have 22 lectures. My latest one is this one right here, Empire Strikes Black, the Propaganda of the Media. I'm not sure if you can see it, there's a glare here. Empire Strikes Black, the Propaganda of the Media. And also did a short presentation on Malcolm X. Malcolm X, 50 years later, why is he still relevant? So I deal with, in this presentation, I deal with the propaganda of the media and how negative depictions of African Americans influence the way people think, feel, act, and behave. Most people think that TV shows, movies, songs, etc. are just entertainment. The history and evidence prove that this is wrong. How can we protect our children for what we don't understand? For every negative image white people have, they have 9 or 10 positive ones to offset it. African Americans don't have that. Okay, so some of the things I did within the presentation, I talk about the TV show Empire some, but I deal with a lot of history, chronology of history, and I deal with the TV show Empire's negative images of African Americans, why we don't understand the impact of these negative images, and also do a background analysis on Lee Daniels as well. A lot of people have no clue who this guy is and how screwed up in the mind he really is. Talk about Nicki Minaj, Anaconda, and the marketing of destruction to African American youth, because I go through and break down the lyrics of her song Anaconda. Okay, I did a radio show about this also that's archived, but I go through and break down the song Anaconda, the lyrics, the promotion of drug use, prostitution, all different types of things like this, all types of crazy nonsense. Now, this is not an attack on Nicki Minaj. I think she's probably a very nice person. Never met her before. Probably I may meet her at some point because I do meet different celebrities and things like this. This is not an attack on her. We're dealing with the lyrics of the song and the video. Okay. I also deal with how does excessive TV watching damage the self-esteem of African American children, a history of how negative images of African Americans help to facilitate attacks on us, how the media convinces you that most criminals are African American. That's really big. That's the propaganda of the media. How the media convinces you that most criminals are African American. I have statistics and studies dealing with that also. So check that out. It's available on our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. It's on DVD and it's on digital download also. It's 4 hours. Empire Strikes Black, the propaganda of the media. Also, if you get the Empowerment Bundle Pack #1, you get 6 of my DVD presentations for only $50, regularly about $110. That's one of the DVDs in it also. That's available. The information is right on the homepage of our website. We have Empowerment Bundle Pack 1 and Empowerment Bundle Pack 2. All right, so look, I got to get out of here, get ready for tonight's show. Remember, we focus on educating, empowering, and inspiring people of African descent throughout the diaspora and around the world, because right now it's correct wrong behavior. It's not over till we win. We'll talk to you tonight. Peace. 888-669-2281. 888-669-2281. Tonight, Monday, October 5th, 2015, and Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. to 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time on the Empowerment Radio Network. We'll talk to you tonight. Peace.